Hello, now factor community. Remember, the bigger your now factor is, the closer is your manifestation. This is a continuation video. There is another video, part 1, on the subject conquering rejection. I apologize during the recording. My cell phone got overheated and the video abruptly terminated. So otherwise I could have made full video back then. So now I'm doing the part 2 in continuation to that video. So just a quick recap. The video was all about conquering the rejection. It's kind of a 3-step process that I wanted to talk about. Before we jump into the video, please hit the like button, and if you are new to the community, please hit subscribe. This channel is all about talking about practical techniques and apply those practical techniques in day-to-day life and bring changes in our lives. So in the last video we talked about three steps that help us conquer rejection. When it comes to the techniques, you have to imagine this as sowing a seed and then let it sprout and become a small plant, and then thinking about this plant grown into a full tree. So let's talk about each step one by one. So the first step in conquering rejection is that you have to take things a little slow. We are all programmed by the society and by our own observations in certain way, and we have to conquer our limiting beliefs in the first hand. So we will start step by step, and we have to start really gentle. We have to teach our subconscious mind and reprogram it. So we'll be starting gently. We will bring the scenario of rejection to our mind, and we will be first acknowledging the feeling of rejection that's a result of real happening, and we'll be gently talking to ourselves that things are slowly shifting. I start to feel the shift already, although I'm feeling super nervous that I'm bound to get rejected, and I'm also feeling the embarrassment even to pursue what I wanted to do, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get rejected. But I started to feel the shift with my thinking and with what's really gonna happen. I'm actually starting to feel positive about the situation. I'm starting to think that it's really not what I'm imagining that's gonna happen. I'm starting to feel that I'm gonna, there is possibility that I'm gonna get accepted, although I have this fear of rejection. So you see what we are doing here. We are slowly preparing our subconscious mind to believe that hey, this is possible, and we are not telling our subconscious mind that this is happening, because if you directly tell your subconscious mind you are going to get accepted when you have a fear of rejection, it's never going to work out. So you want to start really gentle. So you could talk to yourself just like you are starting to feel the energy of acceptance. So everything you say, you should say like you are starting to feel better about this situation. You are starting to see the shift. You are starting to feel that it's really gonna work out for you. So it it takes a lot of groundwork, preparing your subconscious mind to accept the idea that things really are going to shift. So this is like sowing the seed and let it sprout, like that's how you should imagine this. Like when you are telling yourself things really started to shift, that's when you are creating the environment. You are starting to reprogram your subconscious mind. Once you are done with these steps, then you can ramp it up. You can start telling yourself you really started to feel the shift. See the difference, right? You started conversation with yourself just saying you started to feel the shift, but now in the step 2 you are telling yourself you really starting to feel the shift. I mean, you are just adding these couple words. It's not just like you started to feel the shift, but you're now telling you really started to feel the shift. And you start to feel comfortable in pursuing what you wanted to do, with whether this is a specific person or someone you love and you want to propose, or you are going for a job interview and you have this fear of rejection. So in the second step we are discussing now, we'll be telling ourselves you really start to feel the shift, and you really seeing the shift in the energy and feeling more and more positive about this. Again, welcome everyone to the Now Factor community. And again, we say this all the time, but it's never enough, right? The bigger is your now factor, more closer is your manifestation. Please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you are new to the community, and continuing on with the step 2 of the technique. You'll be telling yourself you really started to feel the shift, and you really starting to see that this is going to work out for you. So see the transformation here, right? You are not telling your subconscious mind right away that things gonna work out for you. You are preparing, you are doing some background work and setting up the stage for your subconscious mind to accept what you are telling to it. We are all programmed negatively by the society, while even with our own impressions on the world. So we have to eliminate all those limiting beliefs and set the stage for new programming for subconscious mind. So now your subconscious mind start to feel more confident, and the program kind of start to get sink in, and now we'll discuss the third technique, which will reinforce what you have been telling to your subconscious mind. It's just like, imagine, if I were to take your name, let's say Joe. If your parents named you Joe, and imagine that no one ever called you by that name. What would happen? You will even forget that your name was Joe, right? So it's a repetition. That's what is critical. So now in the step 3, we'll be taking it to the next level, and start telling yourself, to your subconscious mind, you see the shift now. You see that the shift is happening, and you see that that person, or whatever the situation is for which you have fear of rejection, for example, job interviews, you start to tell yourself, you really started to see this is happening, and you're so grateful that this is happening. So you keep repeating that, tell your subconscious mind you see the shift already, and you see the things working out for you already. And gratitude is the most important thing here to add. Not only just telling yourself things really worked out for you, but you add gratitude to it, telling you already see the shift now, and you're so happy and grateful for this shift. So that's how. So hope this is helpful. So in summary, so we discussed 3 steps in this technique, right? So you'll be starting to telling yourself, I mean to your subconscious mind, you are starting to see the shift. That is step 1. And the next one is you really starting to see the shift. And the third step is you already see the shift, and you are expressing gratitude for seeing the shift already. So again, you could add gratitude part to each and every of these steps. So let's revisit the technique. So step 1, you're telling yourself, that means your subconscious mind, that you are starting to see the shift, and giving gratitude for that. You already starting to see the shift, and you're so happy and grateful to realize that the shift is starting to happen. And in the next step, you're telling yourself that you really starting to see this safe shift, and you are so happy and grateful that you really are starting to see this shift. And in the third step of this technique, you'll be taking it to the ultimate level and telling yourself you see the shift now, and you're so happy and grateful that you see the shift now. And you can even script it in the notebook. So I hope this technique is helpful. Again, this channel is all about discussing the real practical techniques that you can apply day to day to overcome your limiting beliefs and bring manifestation closer. Don't forget, the bigger your now factor is, more closer is your manifestation. Please like this video and hit subscribe button if you are new to the Now Factor community. And I will see you all in my next video. Until then, peace.